Who is responsible for all of these bitch-made males that are out there in society today, walking around simping for women, completely blue pill, hating on content like this, totally stuck in their feminine frame, totally being reactive towards other dudes, being jealous of other dudes, hating on other dudes? Who is responsible for all these bitch-made fools? There's actually three people responsible, or three groups that are responsible for all of these bitch-made males that you see in society today. And the first, without any shock, is single mothers, right? They're the first who are responsible for all these bitch-made males out there. The second party that is responsible for them is weak father figures, weak male role models, right? And the third is obviously the mainstream media, government, Hollywood, late night talk show hosts. Basically all of these outlets that you see on TV, ESPN, that are feeding guys this type of blue pill social engineering every time they tune into their program, telling you that, oh, mister, it's all because you're racist. It's all because you're a bigot. It's all because you're a misogynist. It's all because you have toxic masculinity. It's all because you're not out there at the pussy march wearing the pink hat empowering women. That is who is responsible for the just army of blue pill beta simps out there walking around completely clueless, no red pill knowledge whatsoever, thinking that they're the definition of what a man should be, when it violates everything that a man actually should be from just not only a textbook definition, but from a historic definition. Okay, if we're to go back 1,000 years, or millions of years, where we're fighting like lions, tigers, and dinosaurs and pterodactyls and shit like that, these guys wouldn't last a second. These guys wouldn't last a second. They would get eaten. And these are the same type of guys, these bitch-made males. These are the same dudes that are walking the rest of us men right into the slaughterhouse. Okay, they're walking us and leading us right into the slaughterhouse, and they're happy to do it. Okay, they're happy to do it because they've been programmed, they've been brainwashed, they've been indoctrinated so far, so deep that they can't pull themselves out of it, and to the point where us as men, even when we try to speak logically to them, they can't understand us. It doesn't make sense to them because they're so stuck in their feminine frame of mind, their feminine thought process, that any kind of logic cannot process. It's no different when you argue with your girl, right? And she just doesn't get it, and you're ready to tear you're ready to tear your hair out because she doesn't freaking get it. It's the same thing, but you're talking to a dude, a bitch-made dude, right? Same thing, but these guys are responsible for all of this that's going on in society today. All of this feminism, all of this wokeness that's going on. Everywhere you look, everything's woke all of a sudden. You notice? Cancel culture, wokeness, it's ruined sports, it's ruined movies, it's divided society, it's ruined relationships between men and women, right? It's ruined relationships between, the same sexes. You know who's behind this? It's not women. Think it's women? No. If you really dig deeper, who's really behind this are all these bitch-made dudes. These bitch-made men that allowed this to happen and that continue to allow this to happen and don't do anything to stop it. Don't do anything to fight back. They can't see right from wrong. It's just mind-blowing, right? Again, it's like talking to a chick, right? Obviously not all chicks. I don't want to paint them all with a broad brush because there's some pretty logical chicks out there, right? Pretty logical chicks out there who make a lot of sense. But for the most part, a lot of them don't, right? A lot of them don't because estrogen tends to cloud your ability to think reasonably, whereas testosterone clears that shit right up. Testosterone clears it right up. So you got all these bitch-made fools in society trying to overthrow the patriarchy and turn it into a matriarchy. Trying to turn society upside down. Trying to attack the nuclear family. Trying to tear families apart. Trying to propagate single motherhood. Trying to fund more single mothers. You know what that's gonna do? All that's gonna do is put more violent criminals out on the street. The more single mothers we have, we're gonna have more violent criminals, because overwhelmingly 75% of the violent prison population, I think it's 78%, come from single mother households. Okay, so why on earth, if you really want to protect society and future generations, why on earth would you propagate something that is just inherently evil, that will produce the worst human beings and the worst scum of the earth once they become adults? Right? And I'm not meaning to say that they were that, when they were born, but you become that when you don't have a strong male role model to discipline you, to teach you otherwise, to raise you properly. That's why every kid needs a father, right? Not a part-time father, but a full-time father. The dad has to live in the house. That is what we should be propagating, is families staying together, the father staying in the house. Those are the type of movies we should be producing, not like guy, husband type families, or woman type family. Enough of this craziness, right? It has to be nuclear family. If you want society to stay intact, if you want crime rates, especially violent crime rates, to just drop dramatically, if you want to, protect future generations from this madness that's going on today, that's how you stop it. Society has to come together and go, hey, you know what? This all starts with families staying together, dads staying in the house. Let's start propagating this, okay? Let's make sure our movies represent this, our mainstream news represents this. Let's make sure late night talk show hosts represent this. Let's make sure government represents this. But do they do that? No, they don't. Instead, they do the complete opposite. Why? Because you got a bunch of bitch-made males in control, in power, right? You see these guys, even when they run for office. Who was that other dude, like Andrew Yang or something? That dude was freaking crying on TV like a little bitch, because he heard some bullshit story that was told to him about, it was probably a lie. But either way, this dude was crying like a little girl. Cried more than a couple of times. I'm like, I don't want that dude becoming president. I don't want my president to be a weak, spineless, crybaby beta male. Okay, I want a strong leader. I want a strong leader who could talk back to the press, call them out, tell them when they are fake news, tell them when, they are not doing their jobs. Somebody who has that type of backbone, right? Somebody who has that type of backbone. And I don't see that right now. I don't see it right now. I don't see it from any career politician, really. I mean, I'm totally against career politicians with their law degrees. So sick of that. So sick of career politicians and their stupid law degrees. It's like, dude, you've never even ran a hot dog stand in your life. How on earth can you run the entire US economy? You've never even built a business in your life. Are you serious? But, like I said, you got all these bitch-made males in society in power, in control. And then you have the rest of these like bitch-made males in society that grew up without dads, or grew up in a weak father or two-parent household where the dad didn't discipline him. And then those kids grow up and just kind of like glomming onto that movement because they're still stuck in their feminine frame because they were too close to mommy. It's kind of a mama's boy, right? It's a little too emotional. And then they start glomming onto that movement and they start just carrying it out. They start carrying it out. I don't blame women for feminism. I don't blame women for, getting the right to vote, or all of these entitlement programs. They're not really doing anything. You know who's doing this? You know who's responsible for this? All these bitch-made males in society. All of these bitch-made fools who have the power to give them that. They give them that. Okay, because I've always said, if we wanted to, as men, if we banded together one day and decided, yep, let's end all this right now. No more of this, no more of that. This is the way it's gonna be. Guess what? Nobody could do a thing. Nobody could do a thing, right? Because we're men and we're all banding together. Nobody could do anything. Nobody could say anything, right? If we all just banded together and were like, no more, we're done with this, they couldn't do a thing. The only thing that's like really ruining it is half of the population that are these bitch-made fools, right? These bitch-made men that are protecting basically evil, and they're propagating evil. And those are my thoughts. Feel free to leave your thoughts below. Let me know what you think about tonight's coaching video. But to go even further before I even end this, to go even further, I mean, that's why you have so many guys who are simping, right? So many guys simping all the time. Social media, online, offline, totally just like simping to women left and right? Playing Captain Save-A-Ho for women, right? Totally turning into like white knights and manginas. Where do you think that comes from? They're coming from all these other dudes who are these bitch-made males that are brainwashing them to be the same. And the point of all of this knowledge, all of this coaching videos is to awaken you, okay? It's to awaken you to the truth, to reality, and to getting back to your masculine frame. Okay, so again, leave your comments below. Let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video. Share your thoughts. I always love to read them. Share your thoughts below. And as always, this is Matt Cross from AlphaMaleSecrets. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Do it now. Smash the like button. Also, hit the notification bell, guys. Hit that notification bell as well so that you are notified whenever I upload a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube channel. And also whenever I live stream. A lot of you guys are complaining like, oh, I didn't get the message that you live streaming. That's why you gotta hit the notification bell as well, sir. Okay, so hit that notification bell too. And obviously you wanna make sure you're subscribed to my channel. That way you're notified and you know whenever I'm uploading new content or I'm going live. Make sure you're subscribed, because YouTube hates the fact that I'm teaching you guys this stuff. So I need you guys to make sure you're subscribed. That way it helps me reach other guys just like you and just like me, right? And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content that I'm teaching you even further, the best way to do that is by becoming a premium subscriber of my premium AlphaMaleSecrets channel, which I am hosting on a private platform away from YouTube. And the reason I'm doing that is protect my premium content from YouTube. In the event they try to shut me down one day, they won't be able to because I'm paying for this premium platform. That's the absolute best way to support me and show that you love me and you love what I'm doing here and you want me to continue. And right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of premium AlphaMaleSecrets coaching lessons from me. It's only $1, so take advantage of it. And all you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds, so do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.